Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? It's Malika from her Balanced Naturals back at you again. Yes, come on into the room. It's time for lunch and learn, our lunch and learn conversation on this Tuesday. Come on in, come on in, come in, you guys. I'm going to give you a minute to come in this time. Hopefully, I can get the lighting a little right. Okay, hey, what's up? Okay, we got somebody in the room. Andre, Brian, how y'all doing? How is everybody doing? Annette, hey, Annette. How's everybody doing this afternoon? Come on in the room. I'm not going to be long today. I got a good little conversation for y'all, a good little lunch and learn for y'all today. And I'm going to be sharing a little bit about my own journey and my own personal testimony. Apostle, how you doing? Okay, we got Charles in the building. How are you doing, Charles? How is everybody? Don't leave, y'all. We're going to get into it. We got Cindy watching. Hey, Cindy. Hey, girl. Hey. How is it going? How's it going? Let me know how you're doing. Y'all talk to me. I'm so happy to see my people today. Got a very good topic for y'all today. Yes, love, and peace and blessings to you all. Love, peace, blessings. Kelly Dixon is in the room. What's up, Kelly? How are you doing today, my love? Come in, come in. We got a few in the room now. I at least got to get about 10 of y'all in the room. When I get 10 of y'all, we are going to start. I don't like to labor the time. I know everybody's got something to do today. And just so you guys know, today we are going to be talking about embracing your natural, the truest version of you. Can everybody hear me okay? Okay. I turned the volume up a little bit. Let me know that you can hear me okay. Can you hear me okay? Put a one in the comments. Let me know that you can hear me. I'm good, Kelly. I'm very well, very well. Kelly asked how I was doing. I'm very well. Okay, one more. I'm going to wait till we get one more in the room. I didn't even invite nobody, y'all. Okay, let me try to at least do that. Let me try to invite some friends. My Wi-Fi is a little crazy today, y'all. Okay, we got some friends coming up. Yeah, I'm going to just invite some people. Y'all stay with me. Stay with me. Y'all know I'm a little new to this. I'm not new to this. I actually been doing this for a really long time. However, it's been a minute since I have been on like this. All right, I invited some people. All right, I'm back. I invited some people. Let's see. Oh, Harold, we got Harold in the building. What's up, Harold? Harold Miller with us. I see some of y'all dropping off. The men are like, what? Come on in. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna just start. How's that? And then you just get in where you fit in. But anyway, I acknowledge you all. Thank you guys for being with me on today. On Tuesdays, I do my little class, which is all about, it's really, we call it a Her Balance classroom, right? And it's where we have our lunch and learn conversations at 1 p.m. every Tuesday Eastern Standard Time. Now, last week, all y'all men missed it because we talked about the kings last week. We talked about the natural king and his kingdom, and we talked about men's health, how to improve your men's health and relationships organically. And this week we are talking about, and I'm going to be sharing with you on embracing your natural, what that means to embrace your natural and how to become the most, I guess, authentic version of yourself, and I was thinking about this morning. I got up thinking about it and how I know we as a people, sometimes hide behind shadows. We hide behind the shadows of what? Of ourselves. And there seem to be many, many different versions of who you really are, right? Many different versions. And a lot of people are just really, really unhappy because they're continuously hiding behind these different versions of themselves. And they don't understand how to become the most authentic version of their self is by embracing the natural you. The natural you is who you really are. The part of you that you hide the most, that is who you really are. So that's a little bit about what we're going to be talking about today, right? So anyway, I want to just introduce myself really quick. My name is Malika L. Anderson, and I am the founder of Her Balance Naturals, which is a beauty and a wellness company that focuses on natural and organic beauty and wellness products. Now, I do a host of other things. And if you want to know, you can always, go to my little profiles or bios on any of my social media pages and find out about myself. But this is not about me today. This is about you today. And this is about us today. And this is about me helping you, taking your hand and holding your hand on this journey of embracing your natural self. And I am just here. I want to give a disclaimer to give it's not an opinion. And it's really not. Like a lot of the things I talk about, are factual, but I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life. I'm here to give you suggestions and recommendations and to have open conversation about what you're already talking about or what you want to talk about or what you're thinking about talking about. I'm probably the lady that says what you really want to say, but you don't say it. But don't worry, because I'm going to say it. But this is just a natural and organic conversation. So I want you to feel really comfortable. You can ask questions. I'm going to stop a little early because the phone is not fully charged, and you can ask questions and we can continue. The purpose is to continue these types of conversation once we get off here, once we leave here, to continue on. Hey, Melissa, how you doing? To continue on in having these conversations, because I feel like it's really important. And if I look down, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just kind of looking down at my notes. So I want to start off today with the question, asking you a question about our mantra at Her Balance Naturals is, like I said, hashtag, and get used to that, hashtagging embrace your natural. So do it now if you're in the room, hashtag embrace your natural. And so I want to ask a question about what that really means. Think about it. When I say to embrace your natural, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Think about it and write it inside of the comment section. I want you to think, whatever it is. If you think about hair, if you think about diet, if you think about veganism, if you think about, whatever it is that you think about, I want you to write it into the comment section. I want you to write it into the comment section. What does it mean to embrace your natural? Okay? Write what it means. I'm going to move the comments over for a little while. I'll be back. So if I miss you, don't worry. I'll come back. I'll wave at you and I will acknowledge you because we're all important and I just want to acknowledge you all. So what does it mean to embrace your natural, right? And when I think about this, when I talk about what it means for me, when I'm talking about embracing your natural, a lot of people think, because I'm natural that got to pull that up a little bit. You know what I mean? Want to be flashing y'all on Facebook Live. But a lot of people think that what I mean is I'm talking about hair because I happen to be natural and I'm talking about hair. But I'm not talking about hair alone. I am talking about a lifestyle of being natural, meaning being the most authentic version of yourself, being the truest version of yourself. And you can't do that in an unnatural state. Now, this is just a physicality of it. It's just the body I'm in. It's just the exterior of who I am. But the real natural is within me and it's within you. And there are things that we can do to, I guess, to return to that. because a lot of us have walked away from that. Now, again, natural being who you really are, being the most authentic version of yourself. We have many versions of ourselves that we present all the time to other people, but that might not be the most authentic version of yourself, right? So embracing is about accepting who you really are. Embracing is about loving who you are in whatever state that you are in, that you find yourself in. And that's what it's really about. I mean, it's not long, it's not drawn out, it's not complicated. It's just about being able to accept who you are in whatever state you're in whatever circumstances you find yourself in whatever is going on in your life right now. You have to be able to embrace yourself, to be able to even embrace others, to be able to even be the most productive person that you can be in life. You all agree with that? And I find that when even the society that we live in the Western world, okay, I'm just talking about in the Western world, where everything is about enhancement. So we're enhancing our looks, and we do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then we got a little bit of hair and a little bit of eyelashes and a little bit of, designer clothing and a little bit of makeup and a little bit of this and all of these things, right? And before you know it, you're playing dress up and you're playing fairy tale, right? And you're so much into it that you've forgotten who you really are. You can't just walk up to a mirror and accept yourself in the state that you are in, because you have become so accustomed to putting on other pieces of what I call other people's lives and other people's things. And, we've forgotten who we are. So my job simply in this season of my life is helping people to embrace who they are, to go back to that, if you would say, to go back to accepting, hey, I could accept now. And there was a time in my life where, it was hard for me to accept even, the darker skin that I had. It was hard for me to accept the crooked teeth that I had. It was hard for me to accept that, I look different than other people, or I talk different than other people, or whatever it is for you, in your life. It was hard for me personally to accept some of those things, right? So it wasn't until I'll tell you just a little bit about my story. A lot of you may know in 2012, I was diagnosed with 4-stage lupus and end-stage renal disease. And it was when I went through a process of having chemotherapy and I lost all my hair. I always talk about this story, that I was able to really embrace. Now, I had told them, they had all talked to me and told me, you're going to go through chemo, you're going to lose all your hair, it may not grow back, this and that and the other thing. And and you might want to get a wig, and you might want to get a weave and all these things. And I had made up my mind at that point in my life that I was not going to do anything, because I just had a feeling, right, that the Most High was trying to reveal something to me, was trying to get a message to me about acceptance, right? First of all, I had to understand that this whole situation was out of my control. So I was walked through a process of understanding that it wasn't really in my hands, not as much as I thought that it was. And it was through that process of losing every strand of hair that I'm telling you, and I tell it all the time, it wasn't until the last day that I lost like the last strand of hair and I saw it on the floor that I began to break down, and I began to really had to learn how to deal with me. I know it sounds funny, right? It sounds weird. Like, okay, you lost your hair, and what does that have to do with accepting who you really are? But I had to really take a look at myself in the mirror, in the state that I was in. I had turned 3 shades darker from chemotherapy. Anybody's ever had it, chemo and radiation, you understand what that's like, right? My hair was gone. I looked different. I felt different. I had lost at that time, maybe 75, 100 pounds. Everything about me was different, and I didn't feel like the real me. But it was through that process that I learned how to accept the real me. It was through that journey that I had to understand that I was not my hair, I was not my body. I was not my weight. I was not my skin color. I was not any of those things. And I got to shout her out. I had a very good friend. Her name is, I didn't even notice these pillows was behind me, y'all. Forgive me. I should have put them down. Okay. Let me reach up here and, okay. All right. There we go. two of them are down. But anyway, we were cleaning up the couch today. So I had a very good friend, Anita Freeman, and I want to shout her out. Hi, Anita, if you're watching. And you know who had to remind me, you are none of those things. So no matter what happens to you on the exterior, you are still Malika on the interior. And I really got a hold of that. And that's when I started to walk out the process of understanding about who I was, the natural me, the real me. And then once I was able to accept that and embrace that, then some other things begin to change. Then I got a good look at me, and then I begin to change see, we want to do a big makeover all the time. We want to change our diet. We want to change the way we look. We want to change the way, everything all in one shot. And it often does not happen like that. Returning to your natural state and embracing, right, your naturalness or your natural is a process of walking it out. So it was when I began to go through that process of the hair that then things begin to change. And then I was able to change the diet. And then I was able to change my thinking. And then I was able to change this and change that and change that and change that. And it has been an ongoing process. It just did not stop there. Embracing your natural, right, and accepting the truest version of yourself. It's like layers of you. Continue to shed, and continue to shed those versions that I talked about in the beginning until you get to like the most authentic version of yourself. Now, me, I'm a writer. And when I write and I go in and I write maybe the first draft, that's not the draft that I'm going to publish. Even me, I'm one of those people like I will, and you'll see it all the time because all my Facebook posts say edit. Because I'll make a mistake and I'll go back and I'll edit it and I'll edit it and I'll edit it and I'll edit it. And I might still edit something today from, 3 weeks ago until I get to, my most authentic version. And that's how we are as a people. And that's the message I want to communicate to you today when you are embracing your quote unquote natural, right? Becoming the truest version of yourself. There's a re-edit and a re-edit and a re-edit and a re-edit and a re-edit. And the Most High, because I believe, and I don't know what you believe, this is not a doctrinal debate or a religious thing or anything like that, but I believe I'm tapped into a higher power greater than myself. And so I'm constantly being upgraded and elevated, and a reversion of me is constantly being brought forth. And that's really simply, in a nutshell, what it means to embrace your natural. But me, I have to embrace it. I could be changing and changing and changing and changing, but it's until I accept it. That's everything about me, everything about you. Until you accept the good, until you accept the bad, you might go through some bad. You might go through a health challenge like I did, or a job challenge, or a time when you are depressed and you're coming out of it, or just different things that go on in your life. You understand what I'm saying? Let me put some comments back because I got a feeling y'all talking to me, right? So you might go through, Anthony, what's up, Anthony? Gonna wave to Anthony. LaWanda, what's up, LaWanda? You may go through those things in your life to get that re-edit of yourself. But I just want to encourage you on today that we all have to return back to what I call our natural. We're going to all have to do that, and that's how you become a greater you. That's how you become a stronger you. That's how you become a more elevated you. That's how you start to grasp a higher consciousness, is by being who you truly are. And it's not all this lip service, because a lot of people talk, but it is the fruit. It is the fruit. It is the fruit in your life that is manifesting what you're talking about. Because a lot of us can talk, but we have no fruit in our lives to display what we are talking about. So when you begin to embrace your natural self, when you begin to love yourself in any state that you're in, and I want to encourage you again, I just feel like there's some of you out there today that just need this encouragement because you're in a state that you're not necessarily happy about, or you're in a state that you necessarily don't have control over, or you're in a state that, some of you didn't get yourselves in. It's like a product of somebody else's mistake. Well, you can still love yourself in that state. You got to be patient with yourself. You got to have compassion with yourself, because we're all learning and we're all growing. And as long as you do that, and as long as you take one step at a time, a day at a time, you'll be all right. It's nothing deep. It ain't nothing deep about it. It's just sometimes somebody just come along. The old mothers used to say, everything gonna be all right. Girl, calm down. I always tell me, girl, calm down. Everything gonna be all right. And so that's the message I want to send to you. Everything's gonna be all right. Just calm down. And my grandfather used to say, you'll know. Just live a little bit longer. Like, you'll find out, because, when we young and we just think we know everything and we think we have all the answers. I thank God for the ancestors and for those people, those elders, that I had in my life that, told me, girl, just calm down. It'll be all right. And guess what? It is all right. I could testify on today that it is well. That whatever state I find myself in, it is well. And it is well because I have learned how to embrace my natural. I have learned how to come into the truest version of who I really am. And the truest version of who you really are is not on the external. Remember that. It's not outside of you. It's inside of you, and it's being cultivated and it's being elevated every single day. Now, I want to tell you, I can't lie to you. This was not how I intended this to go today. This was not my message. This was the message, but it wasn't it just didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. But it's a message for you all. So I have to just be true to that, what I feel in my heart and what I feel in my spirit today, and hope that, this message is blessing some of you today and giving you some encouragement, giving you some life, giving you some hope, giving you some joy on today. And I just really feel like one of the reasons why I'm so passionate, I can tell you one of the reasons why I'm so passionate, especially about helping melanated women and melanated men to return back to their natural, or to embrace their natural, is because I know that there is much healing in that. There's much healing in being able to accept yourself. There's much healing in being able to love yourself. And when we can do that as the melanated man and the melanated woman, then we can heal each other, because I always say that I believe that the healing, especially that the black man and the black woman need, is within each other. And if we begin to, people say outside of our community and even inside of our community that we suffer from a lot of self-hate, right? Self-hate. And I believe that is true to some extent. And that's why I'm so passionate about getting people to understand, just about loving themselves. And I might say, love your damn self. You don't sit around waiting for somebody to love you, because you got to love your damn self. Excuse me if y'all think that is profanity, but I have to put it like that to some of y'all, that we have to begin to do that, to come into who we really are. And it is a process, y'all. I understand, there's so many things that we are subject to, our environments, families, the way we grew up. And it is harder, for some people to embrace themselves and love themselves than others, but the more that you do it, it's like practice becomes perfect. The more that you get the hang of it. And the more that you're able to do it for yourself, the more that you're able to do for others. A lot of times what we do is we want to give it out to others. We want to give others love. We want to do things for others, but you cannot pour out of an empty cup. You have to make sure that your cup is full before you begin to pour into others. So it's about embracing your natural self. Let's just do a recap. I'm going to take some questions. We could talk, right? Y'all could say some stuff. I'm going to put the comments back. Okay, let me see. Anybody saying something? Barbara. Hey, Barb, what's up? Hey, Ashley, what's up? What's up? What's up? Shamina Latrice, what's up? All of y'all who came into the room late or who I missed, you could certainly go back and watch. It just turned out to be a word of encouragement today. But hopefully we did talk about embracing your natural. So let me just recap, right? Embracing your natural, we understand what it is now. It's not just about hair or food or diet or nutrition or any of those things. It is a lifestyle. It is about accepting the truest version of who you really are. So know that that's what it is. When you see it from now on and somebody, matter of fact, Charlize, hashtag it for me. Hashtag embrace your natural. You know how we do it at Her Balance. But anyway, when you see that from now on, you'll know that is what it's about, because if you begin to do that, then I believe your life will improve. I really, 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 really do. And I'm just here, like I said, to help you on the journey, whatever I can do to help you. You guys know I am available. You know how to reach me. Make sure that you're following me on Facebook, that you're on our Facebook business page, which is Her Balance. I'll pin everything when we get off, that you check out the website. We got lots of stuff to help you on your journey, right? Your external journey too. A lot of stuff, and you can go check out the website and all of that stuff. We're not talking about that today. This is just about launching and learning. So I want everybody to, thank you, babe. I want everybody to take a moment, if you're still in the room, and if you've heard what we said, we're talking about embracing our natural, right? We're gonna do that, all of us. We're gonna love one another. We're gonna heal, and we're gonna do all of those great things this year in 2019. But I want you to write one way that you're going to embrace your natural. You personally, I want you to write one way in the comments that you're going to embrace your natural. And if you have any questions or any comments for me, just list them. And I'll go through and I'll read some of your comments. What's up, Barry? We got Barry Filson, Tony Jefferson. Hello, guys. Hello, everybody who's coming in the room. Thank you for watching. We're at our question and answer now. Did anybody have any questions about anything that I covered? Any questions? Keisha is watching. Keisha Reeves. Thank you, Keisha. We're going to be back here, guys, every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, we are doing these Lunch and Learn conversations. We've had some great ones so far. We did the technology of hair the first week. We did Kings last week. We talked about a lot of stuff with the men. You can go back and find those videos on my page, and I'll probably repost them all on Thursday. Lisa, what's up, Lisa? Kimberly Green, what's up, Kimberly? And today, we talked about embracing your natural. Just really quick hits. Ain't nobody going to be on here all day because I'm about to run out and get a pedicure and have lunch with my daughter and just enjoy her and create some memories. But I wanted to just talk with you guys about, embracing your natural. So Charlize said she wants to eat healthier. That's one of her things. Definitely with you, sister, on that. I believe in the importance of that. We have to return back to, I believe, a more plant-based diet, getting out some of the meats and the different things that we're eating that are GMO, that are not good for us, that have chemicals and hormones and all kinds of things inside them. You've got to be able to get your herbs, get your minerals, and get the proper nutrition that you need at the cellular level. And of course, we'll be talking about that more and more. So eating healthier. Anybody else? Greener. Okay, you want to go greener? Okay, I'm with you on that. Somebody said greener. We're writing in the comments one way that you are going to embrace your natural. One way you're going to embrace your natural. Anybody else? Anybody else? Somebody give me a time check. What time is it? And any questions? Any questions that you guys had? Okay, well, if you don't have any questions, let me just tell you real quick, okay? So I want you to write this down, the website. Charlize, more alkaline, definitely more alkaline. I'm even moving into, I have a pretty alkaline-based diet, but I am moving into a more probably raw foods, pretty much vegan already, but I'm going into a more vegan diet, me, myself. And eating more foods that are alive is very important for me, especially having an autoimmune disease, lupus. So I make sure that my body gets fed at a cellular level. So that's one of the things I'm going to be doing too. Okay, it's 10:33, somebody said. So, okay, let me see. 1:34. So 1:34 my time. Okay, so we're good. We're definitely good. I'm just letting you know, especially for you ladies, next week we're getting into what we call Valentine's Day, month, whether you celebrate it or don't, right? Happening in February. So I'm going to be talking to you. We talked about men's sexual health last week. We got into that. Next week we're going to be talking about the vajayjay. The vajayjay. Y'all know what the vajayjay is, right? The health of the vajayjay. And it's going to be so good. We're going to be talking about everything from yoni eggs to vaginal steams to teas to detoxes to washing properly, hygiene, I should say, to fragrance, to creams and lubes and all different kinds of stuff. So next week, be here for the vajayjay. All right? That's our conversation next week. Now, Elaine said something. Oh, Charlize says still single. What a sad face. Change that sad face to a glad face. If you are still single, there is a reason. But I understand if you're saying you would like to bring someone into your life. Now, is it because you would like to bring someone into your life that's more on the same frequency as you, being natural? I understand that. Definitely understand that. Okay, now Elaine says, let me read Elaine's comment. She says she wants to embrace her weight and she's making up her mind to change it, which is Romans 12:2, which she's already begun eating a more plant-based diet. That is wonderful, Elaine. And definitely it happens in the mind first, right? You cannot go to any natural state of anything if you're not it's mental, because everything is mental, right? It begins there mentally. So you got to change your mind before you can begin to change some of these habits and really embrace a more natural lifestyle. Embrace your natural, I like to call it, because it is yours. It is your natural. And my natural is my natural. Okay, what else? Okay, all right. Y'all just giving some little faces and everything. Look like a few people dropped off. That's all right. That's okay. Because this is going to be on replay. And again, this is Malika L. Anderson from Her Balanced Naturals. You can find me on the social media, on IG and on Facebook, and on my website, which is www.herbalancednaturals.com. I've got some beautiful beauty and wellness products that are organic and all natural, just for you, to help you on this journey. Because we can't just talk about it. We got to be about it. And that's really all I just wanted to share with you guys this week. It's going to be really quick. Everyone is not going to be long and drawn out. I feel like I produced the message that was supposed to be produced for you today. And I know it was, because it was totally nothing that were in my notes, at all. I'm not even sitting where I usually sit. So anyway, I felt like we did that today. We accomplished what we needed to accomplish. We're going to continue this conversation off of the book. Okay, looks like I got one more question. Hold on. What do I think about ACV? Okay, I'm not understanding. Charlize, could you give me a little bit more clarification about that? You were saying, what do I think about ACV? What is that? I don't know. ACV can be anything. So just let me know. I'll answer that, and then we'll go. I thank you all for joining me. I love you guys. Now, what I usually do is I go on Instagram, just so you know, and then, oh, okay, girl, why didn't you just say that? What do I think about apple cider vinegar? I think it's great. I think it's a great way to cleanse. The way that I like to do it is room temperature water in the mornings, and to have it in the mornings, or to do it before bed. But it is so good. And I like the one with the mother. Okay, so if I'm going to buy it out of the store, I use Bragg's, and or else I just make it myself with the mother. And you can do that yourself too. Oh, Elaine said, Malika, thank you for these sessions and the time you put in. You are a blessing. Thank you. You are a blessing. Y'all are a blessing for coming. Y'all my riders. Because y'all know, I'm just getting back on here. I hadn't been on here for, I got some health challenges, right? So it was a little difficult for me in the last season to get on here as much as I would like. But look, I got a second win in my life and I am back with a vengeance and I am not going to stop. Right? So 2019, I'm gonna run circles around it. And we gonna get this work. Y'all gonna get this work. Y'all know how I give it up. If you've been with me for any amount of time, you know how I give it up. This right here today, this is light work. You know that. But if I'm very passionate about something, we going in. And we ain't gonna come up. I'm very results oriented. So we not gonna stop until we get to the desired result that we are trying to accomplish. But it's just like information and education. I just want to share with you guys and, just start getting the word out and sharing more about her balance and some of the things that I'm doing at this particular time in my life. So I'm going to let y'all go today, right? I love y'all. I hope this encouraged you. And if you missed it, you want to replay, hit replay, tag me. Now, I know it's going to say Malika does not allow tags, and I don't. But I can still, when it says that, it's going to tell me that you tried to tag me, and I'm going to see what you tried to tag. If it's good, I let it go. If it's bad, you will be deleted, and you might be blocked. So anyway, that's how that go. But tag me on the replay. Let me know you're listening. Let me know you want to hear more. And ladies, I want to see y'all next week in class when we talk about the JJJJJ. And I'm going to have all my stuff. I'm going to have the little eggs, which I know y'all can get from me. And I'm going to have the yoni steams. I'll have those. And I'll have some more of my other vaginal and womb concoction. I have the Pootie Tang because y'all been asking me for the Pootie Tang. And the Pootie Tang potion has been selling out like crazy. If you don't know what that is, then you need to come in next week and find out. All right. I love you. Be blessed. And I will see you next week. This is Alicia. I'll say hi because she just came in. Hey, Alicia. Hey, girl. Hey. All right, y'all. I love you. Bye.